What is with this camera? I swear to God, I'm going to fight with my camera by the end of the stream today. There's a fucking ghost living inside of my goddamn thing. Anyway, we're going to continue with more Banishers Ghosts of Eden. Really been enjoying the game. When last we left off, we had a little challenge that we had, which went swimmingly. Surprise, I think. Anyway, really enjoying the game. Really going to keep going with the game. Looking forward to seeing where the game takes us. This ain't doing it. This, yeah? Nah, this looks stupid. Feels dumber with the headphones on, too. Alright. We have places to go. Funny, actually, I thought that this was where we were supposed to go, so I thought I went off the beaten path and almost went to exactly where I was supposed to. That would have been annoying. Didn't want to progress the story without looking at things. This is a very comfy bathroom. I want to thank my wife for grabbing it for me. From the merry old country of England. Wolverhampton. Get another piece of Wolves paraphernalia that you see on my street. How you doing today, Lynx? Hope you're having a good one.
The bridge is up. Wonder why.
To keep folk in, or to keep something out?
Can I shoot it down? Bathrobe had a hood on it. This is my first ever bathrobe I think I've ever had had a hood on it.
Something's here.
Hidden.
Really hoping I had one of those little zappy points. Ooh, no zappy point here. Maybe we can get an angle from down. Yeah, I had a feeling. Should have checked on the other side. Last night in the apartment, dreading the teardown of console setups. Yeah, that is one of the trickier things about a move. Especially if you have multiple consoles, getting them all unplugged. Actually, today I was reminded that I had a long-term loan of my PlayStation PS4 Pro. Somebody, because there's like she just got into the country like within the past 2. Was looking for something to play until she could, get her shit together and get a PS5. So I learned my PS4 Pro because I'm playing on my effectively PS4 Pro, which also happens to be able to play PS5 games. But now that's coming back, and it's like, oh, what am I going to do with that?
This is locked from the other side.
Big workaround for what the hell is going on in here? Oh, it was locked by that. But yeah, we I think of all the consoles that we have connected, most of them are switches. Got a switch here, switch there, switch upstairs ×2. We have like multitude lights. Everything else is just kind of sitting around collecting dust. Probably because I keep buying those multi-set emulation platforms that the cartridges in them. Excuse me.
The village is full of ghost wards. They're afraid of something.
Leave them up. Cause no trouble.
Yeah.
Oh there! Anyone home? Where did they go?
Where'd they all go? Where is everybody? It does not. Wi-Fi. I mean, I don't know if you've seen it on my PlayStation 5. Sometimes it doesn't like your LAN cable, too. Hello? This is clear racism. They hate the Scottish. Which makes this a proper British film. Even though we're in America. But that being said, a lot of gaming is not a big fan of Wi-Fi. All things considered. I honestly these days won't even bother playing a game that is any more intense than chess on Wi-Fi. I don't know what I did here. Other than make somebody's life a little bit more miserable. Although coming up, I have myself a bit of an extended break from this. One, to let Amber actually use it for a bit, 'cause she's got a bunch of fucking games that she hasn't had a chance to play. Love you. But also because The Witcher is around the corner, and I have that on PC. And I really enjoy playing games on my... Although playing The Witcher on my own PC via stream might actually be the reason I have to look into upgrades for my PC. I hope it doesn't, but... Hello? Hello?
Perhaps there's a key.
Setup will be smaller TV, upper TV on the stand, modem, and Xbox Series X. I do not miss wrestling with splitters and whatnot. It'd be such a pain in the butt for my What I used to do is I used to have like HDMI splitters going into the going into the source for my capture card, and they were fighty. Well, somebody's talking.
To their faith. Aye, Fairfax Haskell, though it bring demons down in great wrath upon my soul, I pray that my faith and yours and the faith of all friends find fortitude in
Haskell,
our
what the
success.
fuck, bro?
Exiled from our homes by the devil's machinations, we congregate before the Lord in this new meeting house. We gather, we worship, we overcome. And we shall be well protected by the holy ward my son now makes under my instruction. For I have spent hours countless in your service, poring through books and papers, devouring the oeuvre of my peers, that our meeting house be safe.
Fairfax Haskell, for whom the word pompous was invented.
Half built? Yes. Open to the four winds? Yes. But already it is resplendent with our faith. A shining reminder of our renewed belief in better days. McCraith, Mr. McCraith. I thought you. What happy portent, what most excellent news. What blessings. I applaud your valorous deeds. O fate, I say, dead sir, I thought you dead.
Maybe I am.
Do not make light of such matters, my friend, for the devil's wrath is wide awake, and his claw scratches at our door, metaphorically speaking.
I'm alive. I promise.
My friends, I shall deliver this sermon another time. The battle with the devil's legions is ongoing, and Mr. McCraith and I have much to discuss. Thank you, Lammy. Behold this miracle of ours, Mr. McCrae.
Sounds like you guys have lots of gaming.
Exiled we, yet in our darkest hour we find the moral vigor to build this humble monument to resilience. But you and I must speak of darker matters. For we, erudite men of higher learning, know that evil yet walks. There is much work to be done.
Indeed there is.
Yes, yes. Forgive the inelegance of my welcome. You are alone. Do I surmise that Miss Duarte is no more?
It should have been me.
The Lord is near unto them that are of a contrite heart, and will save such as be afflicted in spirit. I'm so sorry for your loss. Grief is a journey, long and painful, but you do not walk the road alone, I promise you.
And there comes a time when you must let go and walk on alone.
In time, God healed my wounds. May you too find peace. Now, I regret that even at this most burdensome time for you, I must move with haste to business and beg once more for your help.
How may I help?
One among us deals with the devil. The colony suffers grave misfortune, and I am ashamed to say, the evil comes from within. You and I share great expertise, but I am a man of position, while you, sir, are much more familiar with field work. Go, meet my people, walk amongst them, learn which of them secretly serves the demon, that we may expunge this evil malady from our body politic.
Is a witch hunt wise? Here, now?
Tis not just wise, 'tis imperative. This servant of the devil has delivered a pestilence unto my people. The black spy himself desires our destruction. First with sickness of the flesh, and then, when we are down, with sickness of the spirit. It pits one against the other. Suspicion tears this community apart once again. All this to weaken my people and lead them away from the light of God.
What makes you think there's a witch at work here?
It's like, I know the
Sir,
witch
I'm
in
a
this
man of
area,
God
and
intellect. I can read the signs. When a so-called mystery disease afflicts half of my people overnight, there can be only one culprit. 'Tis the devil's doing, sir. Probably through one of his servants. For you see, I understood immediately that the water in the well had been tainted. There are no strangers here. You could self-accept it. No one has fled. The guilty woman, or man, I suppose, remains within the village. As evil walks, the evil are emboldened, but this witch shall see her downfall. Or his, of course. As did the last one. As will the next. Some years ago, you may have heard tell of this. I made my name on the execution of a terrible witch. It pains me that I must do it once more.
I am no witch hunter. My business is with the lingering dead.
PlayStation.
For a fee, yes, I know.
I hope we were
You
talking
can't
about
deny
varying
evil practitioners
generations.
exist.
In a lot of cases.
A few years ago,
Like
I had to
1,
cleanse this
2, 3,
community
4,
from such
5,
a
and
threat.
maybe a couple variations on those. But then, and I guess between the two of you, there'll be 6 Xboxes, 3 Switches, 2 Nintendo Minis, a GameCube, at the handhelds, and 2 gaming. And a massive electricity bill.
Why would she curse your colony?
Why would anyone choose to separate from God's flock? I'm afraid some just want to see the world burn, Mr. McCraith. By the grace and charity of the good Lord, she was exposed. It was my honor to serve him in sending her to hell where she belonged. Her mask was a good one, as if butter would not melt upon her tongue. But you cannot fool a man of faith and intellect. No, sir, you cannot.
You'll not mind me saying it, but for a Puritan paradise, you seem to get more than your fair share of witches.
God has not forsaken us, but someone here does the devil's work. Find me a witch, Mr. McCraith. Return this place to the Lord.
I'm a working man, Governor, but the Lord does seem happy to pay, so I'll do what I can. This illness, tell me of it.
Nice curve.
Upon my arrival here in the Harrows, I immediately set about protecting the place with consecrated tokens. Safeguarded from the curse, we all felt safer for a time. Then some devil poisoned the well, our only source of water. Someone on the inside, mind.
Spoiled water proves nothing.
A wise point and well made, Banisher, if not for the fact that we have been, for months on end, under the obvious influence of a terrible curse. One way or another, the devil has found an agent among us, and who knows what nefarious ill-doing old Black Spy plans next.
I noted your ghost wards with some interest.
Ghost wards, an interesting name. I call them sanctifiers, a name more palatable to my flock.
This requires a great deal of occult knowledge. Where did you learn your craft?
Etienne Roulet, one of the greatest demonologists of our time, is a good friend of mine. I improved upon his work.
Why did you not use them in New Eden when the curse began?
It was more complicated to convince the whole congregation of the necessity to use magic. Here, people have more trust in my unmovable probity.
A man in your position must know what goes on in his own community.
Why, of course, I know all that there is to know. Or near enough. Ask your questions, sir. Ask away.
How goes the colony?
Sir, the body politic bears a heavy weight. Not content with weakening their flesh, the devil's evil attacks the people's hearts and minds. Until you expose the culprit, the harmony of this divinely beautiful commonwealth shall remain marred by suspicion and mistrust. Long story shortened, people are not getting along.
How did you, a man of position and faith, become a demonologist?
Ah, yes. If you'll indulge me for a moment, I shall explain in the briefest manner possible. Though blessed with intellect and no little faith, I also had privilege. I had the means for an education, time and place with which to study. For a time, my father was a pupil of Henry Boggart, the great demonologist. He had the books, I had the aptitude. When he passed, I donned his mantle. My father taught me about duty. I have gifts, faith, intellect, position. I must protect them. I must use them to protect my people. This is my duty. This is my burden.
Your son, how would you describe him?
Lamentation? How would I describe him? Well, he's curious. Inquisitive, I mean, as opposed to peculiar. Although he has his moments there, too. I tried to teach him demonology, to make him the third generation of witch hunters. But he revealed no disposition. Occult knowledge could only obfuscate his good nature. At heart, he is a naive boy who reads a lot and doesn't say much.
Okay.
I'll take my leave of you, Governor.
Of course. Outside, you must take the stairs. While you're with us, the first house on the left shall be your home.
Yeah, I don't believe him.
Another witch hunt.
Another false accusation, you mean? Another blight on the lives of women.
Good day to you, madam.
He's a big
Richard?
fat incel.
That you?
Afraid not, ma'am. Red McCraith, I'm a banisher.
Is that a breed of doctor I've not heard of? I need no
I guess
badges.
you mean to smack the mic there?
Not exactly, no.
Don't trust him if the devs are hiding his
Really,
mouth.
Doctor?
I'm starting to wonder myself. I'm a banisher. I'm here to help the colony. I'm to lift the curse.
That'll be nice. What colour did you say your name was?
Red, ma'am. Red McCraith.
You, young man, have a tongue as refined as your appearance is rough. I'm Hepzibah Perkins. Goody Perkins to you.
May seem a strange question, but have you noticed anyone acting strange?
Strange, you say? Who of late has not been acting strange? Well, there's always the alewife. I can't remember her name. She's furtive. She wanders.
What's new round and about? Do you know?
I'm not the crier. I've neither the voice nor the memory for it.
What can you tell me of Governor Haskell? What's your view of him?
Oh, he's such a clever man. Listens keenly. He is vain, though. These men are often very, very lonely, you know.
Do you know Lamentation? Lammy Haskell, the governor's son. What think you of him?
Oh, he's a good boy. Like his father in that respect.
How are things in the Harrows?
Folk are upset. The governor says there's a witch. That would explain all the death and disease. And what have you. I only leave the house to attend service. For God has granted me wisdom and mercy.
I'll bid you good day, Goody Perkins.
May God grant
Goody.
me grace, Mr.
There's something about
McVeigh.
the calling somebody goody. Like, I know it says some kind of title from the old European whatever, but still think it's hilarious. Have a good evening, Goody Perkins.
I'm glad you're here too.
What? Who said that?
Ghost Ward. I think you can safely knock it over.
Another copy of the King James Bible.
Much better.
We have a great. Nice. Oh, that's right. We killed the Scourge. Forgot about that. Yeah, but we had no mag. We didn't have any rocks.
Tis our honour you're here, sir.
That it
You're
is.
the governor's son, right?
Yes, sir. Lamentation.
Why does he look like Pedo?
Friends call me Lammy.
This looks like Harry Potter who shouldn't be within 10 miles of a
Call
school.
me Lammy. I have so many questions, sir.
Forgot I had to lower the camera
So
for somebody
many
else to be in the
questions.
frame.
But I suspect this is not the time.
No, not the time. But perhaps you may help me anyway.
Me? Why, if I can help, I'd be honoured.
So tell me, Lammy, what do you do?
Besides creep out the children.
What?
How do you spend your days?
I assist my father, especially with the ghost wards. That keeps me very busy.
This guy.
When I can, I continue.
Like
my
Harry
research
Potter that
into
should
the
be within 10
mysteries
meters of the
life.
school, right?
Wildlife, mostly. If I can find any. Those that aren't dead have left New Eden. Who can blame them?
Must be hard, being the governor's son and all.
Is it? I don't know. I've never been anyone else's son.
Hard to grow up in his shadow, I would have thought.
Only if you like the attention, not me. I just want to read books and learn stuff. People leave me alone mostly. I like that. Mostly.
Your father spoke of the pestilence.
He did? Then, sir, you know as much as I do.
If you have an opinion of your own, I'd be glad to hear it.
Since you ask it, I believe a thing most vile assails us. An evil of origin unknown and perhaps unknowable.
So the pestilence is part of the curse?
Yes. Of course, the curse. Of course it's the curse. What else could it be?
Those ghost wards are quite unique.
They are, aren't they? Conceived by Etienne Roulet, but made by my father. Do you use them as well in your line of work?
Not really. I mostly talk to ghosts. I don't repel them.
Of course. Still, each tool has its purpose, and these troubled times we need all the tools we can get. Magic is glorious when wielded by the righteous.
You seem to know a lot about it.
Oh, if only, sir, if only. I'm still learning. Many of the subtleties and nuances escape me yet.
Your father believes there is a Harrow's witch. Have you noticed anyone acting strange?
I'd answer, sir, I surely would, only things being as they are, everyone is acting strange. The curse brought illness, illness brought division, division has led to strife. We could do with some healing, sir, we could. We need you to bring us peace.
Good day to you, Lammy.
Good day to you, sir.
I don't know. I still don't believe the witch shit.
Give us this day our daily.
How are you, Mr. Bachelor?
I do not need the services of a heretic today,
Oh,
and nor do the people of New Eden.
a heretic,
This
you
is
say?
pleasant.
What does a teacher do with no kids to teach?
Teaching, sir, takes preparation. At some point in the future, the roads will open and the children will return, and I, sir, shall be prepared.
Why didn't you leave with the kids?
For some time, I wished I had. Watching the children walk away near broke my heart. For many weeks, I was lost. But the Lord had other plans for me. I know it now.
And they are?
You shall see for yourself soon enough that you may bear witness.
What news around and about?
I'll make no report to a troublemaker like you.
Seen anything strange of late?
Do you speak of
Bit
the
of a
disease
prick.
eating at the fabric of our fair community? We've sealed the well, closed homes and houses, and said our prayers. It has not worked.
Apart from that, have you noticed anyone behaving strangely? I have to ask.
I have seen the alewife, Mistress Barrow, lurking by the well, hands in her pockets clutching at her herbals. And as I think of it, before his house burned down with his wife and brother in it, Caleb Watson and the alewife had a sharp exchange of words. 'Twere as if she'd cursed him. If there is a Harrow's witch, I'd start looking there.
I'll steer you away from the idea that the alewife is a witch, but I'll look into it all the same. I must take my leave of you, sir.
God keep you, for I shall not.
People are suspicious of Lucy Barrow, but I am too.
Let's see if the rumours are true.
The well. It feels off.
Smells off too.
Good day, sir.
Good day, madam.
Mistress. Lucy Barrow, the alewife.
Red McGrath, the Banisher. Alewife, is it? I'd never have guessed from looking at you.
And what does an alewife look like, Mr. Banisher?
She's got you there.
Tell me about yourself, about your work.
What are you, the census taker?
Wow.
I'm Lucy Barrow.
Welcoming community.
Earnest, proud, clever. I'm a widow of 41. My husband and I ran a tavern in England. I was the brains, he was... well, he was there. And if you call me Widow Barrow, I'll fetch my shears and dock your chestnuts.
What brought you to New Eden?
Freedom. Prosperity. The chance to watch good Puritan men drink till they are sick, even as they fill my purse. And chestnuts. I came for chestnuts.
Damn. Truly likes
And
fucking
I happen
chestnuts.
to know that the alewife hears stories others don't. So, what's new?
Want a story, do you? All right. Recently, I saw Phoebe Walcott walking strangely. She was hiding something under her coat. I don't know what it was, but she went into her barn, and when she came out, she no longer had it. I've seen her repeat the deed on several occasions. Not that I'm counting, nor that I care.
How's life in the Harrows? As sweet as you would wish?
When is life as sweet as one could wish?
Well, that depends on how you define sweetness.
Sweeter ale sells better, but the sweetness makes it weaker.
Tell me about the governor. Not a big ale drinker, I imagine.
Sadly, no. Perhaps if he had been, he might not have been such an arseworm. He's a man, afraid of me, an educated woman. He pries, comes calling to check the contents of my pot. He's afraid, a scared little man. I am a woman of brains and means, but despite that, nay, because of it, I fear the witch hunt.
What can you tell me about Lamentation Haskell?
I hardly know him. He doesn't talk much. I suspect he's smart, but it's hard to tell. He's
See,
a little boy.
Amy tried to follow the teacher here because we
Adorable,
all know what
of
he's here for.
course, but hardly interesting.
But he didn't realize that the teacher was walking away from the kid.
Can I ask, have you
Teacher
noticed
actually saved
anything
the kids by doing
strange lately? If you have, be sure to tell me.
I'll be sure to tell you if I see anything normal. Strange is the flavour of the hour, the week, the month, and the year. Yet folks still gossip. They're suspicious, aggressive, impatient. Perhaps they hanker for normality. I suppose it figures.
Well, if you hear anything that strikes you as unusual, do let me know. Can I ask you something?
You may.
It is delicate. You're the subject of certain rumours. Did you know this?
What are you talking about?
They say you wander the woods, alone.
Right. Is that all?
They say you burned someone's house down. Revenge, they say.
They say that, do they? They talk, Mr. McCraith, while I work. They'll drink my ale, let 'em talk. And don't you believe everything you hear.
Would you be interested in a trade at all?
What do you need?
Okay, got the magnetite if we get some later after killing another scourge. Cool.
I'll take my leave of you for now.
And I of you.
I doubt she's who we're looking for. There was another name, Caleb Watson.
Alright, Caleb, where you at?
The governor's speech was so inspiring.
As always.
A shame he was.
Ah, the famed and famous Banisher, the one and only Red McWraith.
Have we met?
I was at the meeting house. You've got guts. I like that.
Thank you very much.
Ugh, politeness gives me the shits. I'm Phoebe Walcott. I buy and sell. Now then, what's your pleasure?
So, have you noticed any strange behaviour of late?
Apart from my own? Yes. So much so that now I am almost normal. Caleb Watson, for example. Now he, my friend, is really strange.
Is he now?
He used to be such a nice man. Now he's aggressive and he smells like the Christmas cat at Easter.
Where can I find Caleb Watson?
Well now, seeing as he's our cobbler, you'll find him in his workshop.
Till we meet again.
You mind?
Okay, Caleb.
Caleb Watson. We keep hearing that name.
Let's pay him a visit.
Bakery.
Looks like
Smells even worse here.
It's justice. Start anew. Shout on these people. They can't hurt us. But how could you make him kiss it again?
Oh there. Are you alright, sir?
We're closed. Now. Out with you. Leave. Leave.
I can tell from your surly demeanour that you won't mind me asking you a couple of questions. I'm Red McCraith. I'm a banisher. I'm searching the area for evidence of witchcraft. And you, I can tell, are itching to help me.
Show your shiting shapes, goose peddler. No witches here. Only myself, Caleb Watson.
The governor bade me make the rounds. Is anyone acting strange?
Besides you.
Why would he ask you that?
Everyone keeps secrets, and I have a talent for uncovering them.
I ain't got no secrets. I ain't done no wrong. Search me house if you don't believe me. See for yourself. And when you're done, if you're any kind of man, you'll come back here, doff your cap, apologise, then shite off and never come back.
if you're looking for someone acting strangely, I think you've found your man.
Tell me a tale. What have you heard round about lately that might be of interest?
Gossip's for shite bags. Not being a shite bag, I don't gossip.
I'll be leaving you alone for now.
A man content with his own company is never alone. You hear that? Good one, right? Feels terrible, doesn't it?
Yeah, Mr. Watson, I hereby write to you personal diligence. Ask you for after cobbler. Registry. Thank you.
It's ours anyway. Should have been ours since the beginning. You know it's true.
Being courted by two brothers at once rarely ends well.
Personal experience.
Don't go there.
Feels terrible, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that Lockett with Lockett was.
Fascinating. Does each citizen have their own?
What do you think?
Alexander and Ruth Watson. Theirs are missing. I wonder why.
I think we figured that out. Your brother's trying to... Pay your bills before you open the goddamn bottle. That's a line.
It's ours anyway. Should have been ours since the beginning. You know it's true.
Hugh Batchelor said Lucy Barrow cursed the house and it burned down.
The house burned down, and I suspect the rest is nonsense.
What's this? It's not metal, not wood.
That's bone.
Bone. It's bone. Lovely.
That's a dead body. Here you deaths and subsequent funerals taking place of Alexander Watson, Ruth Watson, wife and brother Caleb Watson, both dead tragically in the fire at the Watson house and burned with dignity before Caleb and his friends and neighbors.
Who are Alexander Watson, the cobbler's wife and brother?
He's surely haunted, but where's the ghost?
I think we need to talk to Caleb Watson.
Fear not. You'll bugger off soon. You done enough sniffing? Tired of the smell of your own arse?
Actually,
You said you had no secrets. That was a lie, am I right? Everyone has secrets.
I can smell your secrets from here, mate. A pox on you. And a pox on your questions, too.
You'll not take him head on. You must take your time, outflank him.
There's burned debris out back. I found bone in it. Where does it come from?
You must have little business if you spend your time sifting through my rubbish. It came from the house. Probably.
I read your letter to Ruth. It's clear you loved her. Were you telling the truth about Alexander's infidelity?
My name is Caleb Watson. And before God and all present, I swear that the letter I wrote to Ruth was a load of shite. Lusting for his beloved Ruth, I set out to ruin Alexander's name, 'cause I'm a greedy little prick.
You're frank. You don't sound like you regret it, though.
No, the past's the past. Dead and buried. My brother is but a lingering memory.
It was terrible what happened to your wife and brother. Might have helped if you'd mentioned it. You must be grieving. Do you mind if I ask where they're buried?
Shite on me shite bag brother, and shite on you too. They're both deep in the dirt up at God's Acre, and I'll speak no more of it.
What's going on at God's Acre, Caleb?
Shite off with your God's Acre, and good riddance to both. God's Acre concerns you not.
You need to tell me what happened here. Stop hiding.
Nothing happened. Buried. Oh, quiet you. And you can shite off, taking your nothing happened with you.
Whatever happened, it happened at God's Acre.
right, let's go find out. My god, this compass is worthless.
Thoughts on Caleb?
You first, young man.
Haunted. To the point of madness. Ruth and Alexander, maybe?
Maybe. But something feels off. We jump to no conclusions. Instead, we gather proof.
God's Acre?
God's Acre.
Oh.
Too heavy to lower from your side.
Climb. It looked like the place we came from.
Here we are. Let us find the graves of Alexander and Ruth, and whatever got Caleb acting so strange.
Someone's been doing some undertaking.
In New Eden, there's much to be done.
What do we... Son of a...
They never learn, do they?
I feel like a bloody target practice.
Don't just stand there. Move! Don't let that spectre get to the corpse.
I think we missed that boat. Alright, fine. Just shoot. Have to do this.
Get lost, won't you?
That'll learn all ya. I skip. Yeah.
Grave robbers.
Yes, but what exactly were they stealing? Ruth Watson. There's another grave beneath it.
We got stacked graves here. Always a bad omen.
Hogging all the fun.
A wee Highland kiss for you.
Here did lie Alexander Watson. Until someone took him.
Well, they made quite the mess. The other coffins are smashed to bits.
Yet Alexander's and Ruth's remain untouched.
Did Caleb take their bodies?
Someone did. And he's at the top of my list.
Well, they made quite the mess.
Decoys To distract wayward specters. To keep them away from the Watson plot, I think. Rudimentary. Someone's had a little training.
Perhaps the decoys may show us the way.
Follow the path. Don't get too close.
I'll try.
Where are they? Where are they?
This way. More of them.
Damn, girl. Your rush.
You bastard!
That's what I was talking about when I said don't get too close.
Try this on!
Oh. Oh, wait, what do we got here? Sure.
Bastard!
Mushed ya. Good. Good night. Love you too. Next one.
Demonology. I should have known.
Oh, that's our friend, the guy that's put us up tall.
What in God's green hell is this?
Fight now, talk later.
Hey! Get back here now!
Running away, are we? Move, Red.
Watch it. That harvester switched.
I have another in sight.
Here we go. That's what. Give me
You'll
that.
get it next time.
Let's get back up.
Fancy a race?
You're done.
Okay, he's solid, which means I need to be doing this now. Yeah, now I get it. But he's a ghost again, which means
Running
we do
away,
this.
are we?
You bastard.
A vicious scourge that despises the living. In these lands, what a surprise indeed. Shrines now? With bones?
It's like Lady Blackwood's boudoir around here.
Should we take a glimpse at the past?
What happened here?
Oh, there, fella. Nasty, aren't you?
Nasty, yes, but also shoddy. It's very poor work. Are you sure we didn't miss anything?
With a bit of luck, we'll find what we need. I feel something close.
What do we have? Yeah,
What is that?
that's what we're looking for.
It looks like a butchered version of the ritual of Lesser Palingenesis.
The ritual of... that ritual? The one that brings someone back? That ritual?
Yes, that ritual.
Through time and distance, I now see.
As flesh unto verb, as verb unto heart, as heart unto flesh. Death's knot is unsevered, and I shall cut it.
You! No! No! You were not supposed to!
Down, boy. Yes. Come to me, Ruth. Come to me, my love. Come back to me.
Caleb Watson invoked a ghost without a body for it to inhabit, so it took his. Caleb is no longer Caleb.
He got the wrong ghost, too.
He used pieces of his wife and also of his brother.
Ruth, Alexander, Caleb, could be any combination of them in there.
Let's go find out which.
Damn. Oh.
think you could take on a ghost?
They brought more friends.
Surprise, motherfucker!
You're done.
Every time I tell myself I'm gonna keep the gun loaded, myself down again.
That ritual, no. I suspect it's beyond me.
It's not, but we agreed you won't need it. Besides, Caleb's work was poor. Your work is good.
A ritual like that. Good is not a word that comes to mind.
Hush now. All is well. Nothing bad will shite off.
We've been to God's Acre. Quite a tale it told us. You're not Caleb, are you? Or at least not entirely.
Ah, can't fog you. Alexander Watson. Long tale short, Caleb tried to bring his dead wife back. And I live here now.
So many questions. Where to even start?
He was trying to bring his wife back. How did you end up in the mix?
Caleb made a fine cobbler, a poor brother, a worse husband, and a truly terrible witch. The ritual went to shite, because... of course it did.
Do both of you share Caleb's body?
Share? No. This house of flesh is mine. But because I am a generous man, I allow my brother to live in the cellar. We were twins. I was the rotten half, they said. But who's the rotten half now? There's something else you should know. If you don't know it already. I'm not alone. I completed the ritual. My darling Ruth is in here too.
You used the ritual to bring Ruth's spirit into Caleb's body. Why?
Love moves a soul to strange endeavors. We deserve a better life. I set myself to claiming it.
I understand your anger, more so your desire. But what of Ruth's? Did you consider what she wanted?
Caleb stole a life from me, but he also stole Ruth's voice. She shrank beneath him. Of course she wanted a second chance at life.
I'd like to hear this from Ruth. May I please speak with her?
No! We've carved ourselves out a little happiness at last. I'll not have you break it. Please, leave us alone. Give us this.
We need to speak to her, one way or another. If he won't tell us anything, perhaps the house Ruth died in will.
Caleb was no saint, but this is hellish grim. Does he deserve it?
Aye, he does. And it's not like I killed him. He's alive in here somewhere. Watching me ruin his name. He can hear me now. Destroying his reputation. as I had to hear him destroy mine when he painted me a fornicator.
How nice.
He took our love, Ruth and mine, and killed it. Now our love's reborn, and he can do naught but sit and watch. Caleb was a cad. Shite on him. Let him suffer.
You died trying to save Ruth from a burning house. True.
True.
I'm sorry. There's an awful way to go, and so young too. You deserve better.
We deserved better, and now we have it. And with it, Caleb gets to make amends. For he did nothing. He stood and watched us burn. Caleb's name was ruined then. We're just putting the boot in.
You're well placed to see what goes on around here. Help me out. Have you seen anything noteworthy?
I've made a point of keeping people away, but I seek things. And I take note.
Lammy Haskell. Any thoughts about him?
The Haskell boy? What about him? He's weird. Talked with Caleb about nonsense. Both of them were full of shite.
I'll be leaving you alone for now.
Alone? Not really.
There's lots of us in here.
Hush now. All is well. Nothing bad will ever come to us again.
Funeral notice. We need to go to the burn down.
Ruth and Alexander are having an affair in her husband's body.
I can't find an angle with that isn't just plain wrong.
Something feels wrong. Something about Ruth. If we find the ghost tie, we can talk to her.
The house that burned down. The roof fell in with them inside.
There's a lot of debris.
Okay, fine. Here. Wait.
Something has me. Wards.
Oh, hold on. Okay. wonder. I won't let me do this.
The ghost wards feel far away from here. Just one keeps me from manifesting. Fancy knocking it down?
I mean, I do, but with
A ward restrains me.
that's what we wanted to do.
I could clear the way.
We're in the burnt house. What the heck is going on back there? It came down. Obscure.
Time must be nearby. This work shows real sensitivity. Caleb?
Maybe. Not Alexander. I suspect we've just learnt a little about Ruth.
Ah. Yeah.
Of course. Ruth's heart binds them like a bushel of rotting corn.
You! What do you have there? Stop right there, you rank ramp! Whatever you found, it ain't yours!
You buried Ruth's heart in the ashes of the house that killed her. I find that odd.
You, a ghost, went digging in the ashes of a dead woman's house. You're ill-positioned to call me odd. Don't think I haven't felt your presence before.
Stow your tongue while I speak with Ruth. Ruth, can you hear me? Can you speak?
Puck off and die! I'm in charge here.
No. Hush ye, Alexander. I'll speak. I'm Ruth. I hear you.
I'm Antea Duarte. We're here to help.
I'm glad. Please, end this nightmare. Help me.
Go to hell in a bag of shite. We're fine, and you have not the right, you hear? You've not the right. Her heart! Give it back!
You may hide no more.
No more does he silence me. We may speak. Help me, please.
Caleb's letter changed your life. How did it feel at the time?
It tore me in two. I loved Alexander, but I deserved to marry a man who would be true. Caleb seemed decent. I believed he loved me. I thought I married the better brother, but I'd married a liar. A liar and a devil. And yet, not even he deserves this. No one deserves this.
When did you learn that Caleb had lied to you about his brother's infidelity?
Who goes worse shod than the shoemaker's wife? There was no one moment. One day I knew what he'd done, and knew I'd known it for the longest time. Alexander had his flaws, but he loved the whole of me. Now I'm sewn into a festering sack with the quivering remnants of my husband and the angry ghost of his dead brother. Please, let me out.
Who taught Caleb the resurrection ritual?
To say it was taught would mean he'd learned it. He read it off a page. As a sorcerer, Caleb makes a fine cobbler. Thing about Caleb, he was a good listener. As he worked, clients would bend his ear. The Haskell boy, for one. As Caleb pinned the governor's shoes, young Lammy would talk magic. Nonsense, really. But Caleb was listening.
Wait, Lammy Haskell gave Caleb the resurrection ritual?
After Lammy mentioned the ritual, Caleb became obsessed with it. He begged. Lammy, in his misplaced generosity, gave it. Caleb was intent on dark work. Lammy furnished written instructions.
Ruth, your husband Caleb's botched resurrection ritual brought you back, but allowed his brother Alexander to take you hostage.
Once we deal with the Watson brothers, you shall be free to ascend.
Do what you must. I'll suffer it if it leaves me free to go.
No! We can stay. Please, Ruth, let us stay.
Look at you. Your counterfeit, a sham of a thing. Your so-called life is no life at all. Caleb lied and stole your love. But when the time was right, you lied and stole his body. We're ending this nonsense now.
Alexander, you were wronged, but Ruth owes you naught. Not her life, nor her death.
I'm not my brother. I am the man who runs into the burning house. Ruth owes us nothing. But my love is true, and his is not.
Your love is not measured by what you win. It's measured by what you're willing to let go.
I'm sorry, Ruth. You deserved better. Better than him. Better than me. Send me away, Banisher. Let the devil stoke the flames of hell for me, and we'll see if I burn.
Take your head out your arse, you're not that important. Right, hold still, both of you. Let me pry you all apart. Farewell.
Are they gone?
Am I speaking with the cobbler, Caleb Watson? That you, Caleb?
I think... yes, that's me. Or it was me, once. For my bastard brother was my hollow keeper.
You're not entirely innocent, though. If you'll permit the unfortunate expression, there was more than one of you in it.
Aye. You were in it too. He ruined my name, ruined my flesh, ruined my wife. You gave him a pat on the cheek of his arse and sent him on his way. I am an imperfect man. My brother was a bastard and sly, and he tricked you onto his side. What does that make you?
I too am an imperfect man. I have mercy and patience in limited supply. Let's not test those limits further, eh?
Alright, I'll be right back. Some words. Time. Words on stream. Words. Actually, really fix this thing. I shall return. I'll be right back. Alright. Whoops. That's the one. Whoop.
I mean, we've seen some horrors, but that...
This is the work.
You're right. There's nothing I'd rather be doing. That was something.
Don't take it to heart. Their choices are not your business.
Our choices are my business. And the consequences too.
Don't waver. We could win a battle, but we can't win the war. Nobody should conquer death. And we don't want to pay the price of trying.
Aye. I hear you.
Good. Now, let's see what Lammy Haskell has to say about raising spirits from the dead.
Again. Oh, wait, no. I wanted to do... Magnite, right. No worries.
Mr. Sparrow,
All right.
would you be...
What do you need?
I'll take my leave.
Now I'm gonna upgrade my healing item. Also knew I was right to not trust Lane. Okay. Things. Let's go here. Keep damage is increased behind against full health enemies. That's when we use that. So. Banish point. Maximum. Nope, that's what. Try this. Switch to NTR right after the third light attack to punch attack to ignore. Oi, Lammy. What the fuck, bro? Taking your shit. Can you imagine you're sitting there getting some paperwork done at your desk? Somebody comes in, and you're kind of expecting them, and they just start rooting through your house, grabbing anything that's not nailed down or.
Governor.
May I help you, Mr. McCraith?
I have to admit, this is an unusual case.
Yes, but have you solved it?
I believe so. But the culprit was not responsible for the plague. At least not directly.
Have you found the witch or have you not?
Someone here has been dabbling in some dark magic. I have the name.
So, what are you waiting for?
I have the name. I don't have the full picture. When I do, I'll act.
Come, you have the name. You have the proof. The matter is simple, is it not?
Not exactly. The name is Lamentation Haskell.
No, it can't be. My son is studious. Curious, too curious at times perhaps, but he does not have a bad bone in his heart.
He showed Caleb Watson a ritual. The cobbler used it and became possessed.
Even if true, it would only mean my son was exposed to corruption. It happened before. Bring me proof, Banisher. Find the real source of evil.
I'll get it. Mark me. I must find your son, Governor. Sooner rather than later.
His interests take him hither and thither. If he isn't here, he must be working on the outskirts. He's been sprucing up one of the abandoned houses there. I ordered them emptied when the sickness hit. Here, take the gate key. Go there. See for yourself. You're wrong about him. You're wrong about my son. Needless to say that I count, of course, on your discretion.
Let's go. I don't know why I drew my sword. I accidentally at the.
He was quick to condemn till it was his own son on the block. Who's he really protecting?
We'll bring him the proof he wants. If the boy is guilty, his father may not be able to protect him.
Hell's balls. What happened here?
Something's emanating from under there.
No wonder this place is off limits.
Oh no.
Uh-oh, it's angry now. There's more of them.
Get the hell out of there!
Nice.
One of these must be Lammy's hideaway.
Creeping ivy.
I always hated these sap-thirsty spectres.
Something has me. Wards.
Crystal. Second I enter. Here? Try the other house.
Lammy, you here?
Got your shit, bro.
Perhaps there's a key. The incisions are clean. The precision of an expert.
There's magic here, though faint.
Arrowloo. Mean anything to you?
Not a thing.
He mentioned an old mill. Seemed fascinated by the place.
Ah.
Nothing incriminating. Yet.
Remember what we found at Caleb Watson's? Maybe we're not looking in the right place. If I had something to hide, I might hide it in an abandoned mill.
Right, the abandoned mill.
Get back up!
Run, Red!
Yo!
Watch out! Spectre possession.
Reinforcements!
take on a ghost. Run, Red!
Get lost, would you? Have a bit of this.
That'll learn.
Milk.
Away from the village. Perfect for his research. Perfect to hide secrets.
He's not out here for pleasure, that's for sure.
Old Bill is.
I'm picking up something spectral nearby.
Hmm. All right, can we do this?
Spectral nest. I better command them to show themselves.
Or manifest.
Gavamak Arsenalis.
Once more with feeling. They never learn, do they? This isn't over yet.
No, stop. Stop.
You're wasting your time on this one.
You're done.
Call on me.
Come on, man. Go down.
There's more of them.
That specter's looking for a body. Ready and waiting.
There's more of them.
Standing by.
Try this on.
This one's protected.
Damn it.
You're wasting your time on this one.
How about you fucking pick up the meter a little faster there?
I can handle this on my own.
Eyes peeled. Get the hell out of there!
Oh, fuck off.
Once more with feeling.
There we go. I think one of the things that they might have wanted to work on is just the general, how do I put it? The way that they approach these challenges, the spectral nests and stuff like that, like it feels very
The place is
grindy
worded.
in some cases. Right? So like it'll say you do more damage with this, but what it's not identifying first is the fact that there's almost no damage coming from any other source. So
There you are.
Here I am.
kind of gets stuck, sort of bouncing against the wall sometimes.
Ask for help if you need it.
Have some. Oh, it's angry now.
That'll teach him. Be a big guy on my beach, will you?
I'm right here, you know.
There's more of them.
Aventia for this one.
Why do I get the feeling that we're sitting ducks?
See where the ward is, at least.
You bastard.
I can help.
Piss off.
Much better.
Been nice to see that a little earlier, but no. My dumbass little eyes can't see in front of me. Where the fuck is that coming from?
Beware. Wards.
There'll be no warding my girlfriend around here. Uh-oh. Please just stop. Hey. Stop with the unparryable attacks, bro. Fine.
Colon.
The sea is restless. Perhaps the Kirin Crowan awaits.
The who now?
Sea serpent. Known to eat 7 whales for dinner.
Damn.
There's one off the coast of Cuba, too. Lusca, we call it.
Is it big?
Big enough to sink a galleon. It has tentacles.
Your wee squid sounds interesting, aye, but I'd lay money on big bad snake.
Did they just power scale their sea monsters?
Watch out! Spectre possession.
What should we expect up there?
A gateway to the mythical Aralu, whatever that is. Otherwise, terrible tragedy. Dark doings, sick secrets, and a wild guess.
Bro's seen better days, hasn't he? That was a little. Probably get it from here, right? Ooh, what do we have here?
A malignant will is placed upon this, just like the one we found earlier.
We should find that ritual Seeker told us about. I've kept her notes about the hut location.
Ghost wards cannot manifest.
Damn, where is it? I found it.
I can manifest now.
Good. Yes.
I love doing that.
I love a girl who can drop a big old Nova.
Don't just stand there. Move!
Nice.
Devil take you.
I wonder if that's a low, like... Did that take me too long? It's Miller time, baby.
Watch out! Spectre possession.
Die, you bastard.
I'm at your side again. I am warded.
What? I shot it. Shit. Another one.
Look to me. Call on me. Watch out. We made it angry.
There we go. Had to get those parries right. Nothing.
Looks derelict.
What?
Is he really inside? Oh, shelter with a damp and itchy straw bed. Just how I like it.
Ooh. Brooch. Brooch. Copper.
Red, I can't manifest anymore.
Of course, it's right where I need her. Locked. Up. There we go.
I'm with you once more.
Beautiful.
Guess we're not going that way.
There should be a way up here.
Oh, this. Go through here. Over here. Go up on the outside, of course. Should have known better. Played.
What hides here in the dark? Come out, come out.
Looks like Lammy was trying to translate some sort of ritual.
Not any ritual. This is the Lesser Palingenesis.
I guess no one warned Lammy that grimy reincarnation rituals were not without risk. This relay lad seems dangerous.
His apprentice seems to be following him down the same path.
So, what are you hiding in here, evil spawn?
Glancing at the original writing, Lammy's work was poor. No wonder the ritual he spawned for Caleb from those botched words of power went wrong.
Your father, sure, all about. And just be leaving evidence all over the
He
place.
doesn't speak well of his dad.
He thought he was better. That's not a particularly difficult task, in fairness.
We need to get to the top floor. Bet we'll find something.
More ghost wards. Someone was being extra careful.
No. That's fun.
Here, I found something.
Find out what's in the box.
Why did he feel like he needed so much protection? More magic mockery. He wished to disguise his presence, or perhaps to distract from it.
It's just a lift. Why is this mechanism so complex? That book, again.
The Agrippa. That's not good. Not good at all.
What level of not good are we talking about exactly?
This book promises eternal life, but the promise is a trap. Let's hope it hasn't been used.
Should be useful.
I haven't tried this yet.
The lift should work now.
Down, so we up. Or not. Um. Is up we go.
All this is more serious than we thought. I'm apprehensive, and not just because we're going underground.
We'll be careful. We don't know what Lammy was up to, and the signs are not encouraging.
You know, I could get to like it underground. The darkness, the gloom, the cool air.
Really?
No, not really. Not at all. Hell's bombs.
Oh boy.
Sorrow used as a guardian.
Okay, where are the other things?
Ask for help if you need it. Stand fast. It's almost done.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Too many big boys. Okay, one more of those. Here. Where's the other one?
Almost there.
Wee Highland kiss for you.
Call on me. I can see the pillars.
Bastard.
Get up there. Oh.
Focus on the pillars around us.
And
Time to end this monstrosity. That was filthy. When all this is over, I might retire.
You'd miss it. You know you would. Dead animals, again. Different symbols and magic. Seems they were used as bait. Is this how we got through the Sorrow's vigilance? Off we go then.
this is usually the opposite. So yeah, I have to.
Here we are.
I suppose now we step into the void.
Suppose we do. Dark rituals, void breach, general weirdness. I mean, can't be far.
Red, I can't manifest anymore.
The wards work well enough. You didn't need to kill so many bots.
Demonologists use necromancy. Maybe he thought he'd bring them back when he was done.
It's awfully calm. Why is it awfully calm?
Much better. I'm at your side again. Spectres. They haven't noticed us. Stay low.
Oh, Lord.
The ward's power is gone.
Careful now.
An Ariadne's thread leading through the void. Very useful indeed.
Very useful right until it falls apart. Then you're stuffed like force meat in a turkey.
Zzz.
Creepy hideout. The governor's spawn likes a bit of drama.
You just don't understand me.
This is some dark, sideways magic.
It's forbidden. I've read it.
Sometimes I worry about you. Ugh. What is this thing?
Banisher rule number 4.
If it oozes, don't touch it. Another botched experiment?
It may be native to the void.
This one's different. Looks like it died diseased.
So, you can see me. Aren't you full of surprises, young Master Haskell?
You may talk. A Banisher ghost. Amazing. How on God's earth did you find me? Never mind that. Thank the Lord you did. Thought I was going to grow old in here.
As hiding places go, the void is quite the choice.
Yes, an amazing place. Or plane? World? The Araloo is not easily described, but it makes a fascinating study. Tell me, how did you get past the Guardian beneath the mill? Did you use a decoy?
We fought it. Don't change the subject.
You fought it? Of course you did. A good thing too. I was starting to think it was wise to me tricks. Oh, but I have so many questions.
This isn't a social call, kid. And we're the ones with the questions.
Oh. Oh. Of course.
We must talk of Caleb Watson. Why in the hell would you give him a resurrection ritual?
Ruth's death hit poor Caleb hard. He was alone, and so I would often stop by his workshop. We talked. He took a keen interest in my studies and was a good listener. When he learned that she could possibly return, he had one question. How?
You saw his grief as an opportunity to test the effects of the lesser palingenesis.
Oh. You know the ritual too? Amazing, isn't it?
I've studied it. The actual ritual, not the mangled version you gave Caleb.
And I'm sorry. I found it in a copy of De Occulti Philosophia by Cornelius Agrippa von Nettesheim. A remarkable book.
I've met my fair share of illustrious occultists, and none owned an authentic Agrippa. Much is lost in translation or altered in the printing. I doubt your copy is an exception.
Of course! The power is in the words, and mine were wrong, so the power went awry. How very fascinating!
Are you aware of what would happen if people learnt of your studies?
Surely the acquisition of knowledge cannot be a sin.
Do you remember Deborah?
Miss Comenius. Yes, of course, I remember.
Your father tasked us with an investigation. One way or the other, we must return with the mystery solved.
Ah. I think I understand what you're saying. I might be in a tiny little bit of, danger.
You see ghosts. You stroll the void as if it were your garden. You possess and share forbidden rituals. Who are you really?
I'm Lammy Haskell, and I am a man of many sciences. I am in fact a true pursuer.
That raises more questions than it answers.
What are the pillars of the universe? Which principles underpin existence? As occultists, do we change the world or scratch upon its surface? Each discipline I embrace peels back a new layer of reality. I'm yet at the beginning, and see where I already stand. Amazing, no?
Are you a demonologist like your father?
More or less. More so. My father sees occultism through the eyeglass of his faith, but I know better. So, more so?
If you don't share your father's faith, what do you believe?
I believe in the afterlife. The proof is about us. And if the void embodies eternal despair, there must too be a place of hope. But where? I ask myself, where?
Your father is convinced a witch poisoned his well. Caleb Watson was cursed by a ritual you gave him. I'd focus if I were you.
We must counter the devil with knowledge of his tricks. That, my father always said, is the purest of God's work.
Aye, I can imagine your father saying that.
When I was 10, he gave me my initiation. Demonology, sir, as he would say. He saw me as his heir. Then, of a sudden, the books were forbidden. So I stole them, the very same books he'd forced upon me as a boy. I understand them where he does not. I did no wrong, apart from a little theft.
From the looks of this place, you're knee-deep in research. What are you doing here exactly?
Searching for the origin of the Harrow's Plague, of course. And I have a theory on the subject.
Of course you do. Go on then.
Now, at first, I believed the water poisoned, but my father sealed the well, and yet folk remained sick. They looked for witchcraft, a foolish, uneducated suspicion, yes, but with some truth concealed behind it. You see, the Araloo taints New Eden. Its influence leaches into the Harrows. The evidence is everywhere.
Can you prove that? Where's your evidence?
In New Eden, the threshold between our plane and this is thin. Even I, a novice, may reach the frontier and then go beyond. I also believe it happened before. Some years ago, New Eden was hit by another epidemic.
Was it the same illness?
I believe that first epidemic was caused by the porosity of the frontier between New Eden and the Araloo. Although, where theirs was an affliction of burning flesh, ours is a corruption of mind and spirit. And I believe I have found its source. There is a substance, a strange ooze. You may have noticed it. This, I believe, is the true source of the Harrow's poison. It carries a particular stink, on the scent of which I experience first confusion, then a loss of control over my limbs.
What do you expect to find at the source of the ooze?
To find a cure. The ooze seeps into our world, sickening us. I may be able to stop it. Unfortunately, I cannot reach the source. The Araloo is a formidable place. Tricky. A maze constantly evolving, changing, reshaping itself. The isthmus, for example. I found an oozing crack in the ground. The terrain then remade itself, and I can get to it no longer.
Perhaps we might be able to find a way through and take a look at that source.
Would you? That would be splendid. Would you mind taking notes?
You've studied demonology. Did you do it alone?
When my father forbade me to continue, I confess I disobeyed him in secret. Those big books were very boring until they were forbidden. Suddenly I could not get enough of their secret knowledge. Funny, eh? More recently, a good friend of my father showed me that I had only been scratching at the surface.
He taught you in secret.
On his visits, I would assist him with the research for the writing of his books. When the curse fell, he fled with thick-skinned Newsmith and left all his work behind. I hope he made it. I'd surely like to one day show him the advances I've made upon his work.
Alright, let's go
Let's
find
go
out
take a
what's...
closer look at that ooze then.
And with that sorrow gone, I can leave. Do be careful. My home is your home. If you need anything, help yourself.
The Araloo is not your home, Lammy. But thank you.
Pardon my morbid enthusiasm, Mistress Duarte, but could I ask you a few questions?
What?
Anthea, we should get going. So, the pious governor's unassuming son is our evil Harrow's witch.
The more powerful the loose cannon, the more dangerous it is. I don't know that I buy Lammy's hair of the dog theory, but I feel strange, and I suspect the ooze.
Only one way to find that. Oh, I need a wee bit of help here. Well, that was not pleasant. Not pleasant at all.
Something has me. Wards.
Don't. Where's the.
The ward's power is gone.
Aha.
More fun. Help, bold. I don't think he likes us much.
Why did I try to parry that? That was silly.
It oozes through the breach. It suppurates like a festering wound.
How delightful.
Let's see what lies on the other side. Where are we now?
Underground, looks like.
Wonderful.
The ooze affects the incarnate too.
Huh.
Who goes there?
Is that a ghost?
I don't know. But I don't think we're alone.
At us. Yeah.
What might you be then?
What was...
Innocence. Oh, shite.
Did you just say shite? You?
Oh boy.
It's bigger than I thought it'd be.
Is that a house from the Harrows?
We may be below the well.
No wonder they all got sick.
Huh.
The cries of the innocent have reached the ears of the...
This house belonged to a certain Antipas and Clemency Gibbs.
Alright. This is actually the perfect place to call it for. Because. That time of day. I'm just looking at the level up. I'll think with that right now. Alright. So that said, we're going to save and quit here. And we will continue this next or come Sunday. I'm gonna focus like one game at a time for the next little bit. Hold off on Souls-like challenge runs until I figure out which ones I'm doing these days. And go from there. So it's gonna be more of this come next week. Or at least come Sunday. Meantime, you guys have yourselves a wonderful evening. I'm pretty sure I'm not doing this tomorrow, but if I do, it'll be a surprise. But don't count on it. I'll be back on Sunday. In the meantime, you guys have yourselves a wonderful evening, and enjoy the weekend that leads to the actual end of the holidays, even though I've been back to work. Later, all.